Hi, my friends, so welcome back. Hi, my friends, so we're gonna continue the troubleshooting of a short circuit in a real motherboard. As you can see, real motherboard. Guys, please attention. This is, as I told you, this is the part two when you will be impressed by the information and the knowledge that you're going to learn in this live stream. I'm going to teach you how to find the short circuit, the process you need, the only process you need to find and I fix any short circuit in any motherboard. So guys, let's wait about 1 minute or less and then dive into this live stream. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, share this live stream with other friends. So 1 minute and we're gonna start directly without wasting time. Okay, my friends, let's get started. 1 minute passed. So, guys, we have seen, okay, let's grab this. We have seen, my friends, this circuit. If you remember, we find this circuit is shorted, okay? We find this circuit is shorted. Basically, this circuit is the RAM circuit. We remove, okay, let's make it like this. Okay, we remove here the inductor. Basically, this inductor, because we find the short, okay, guys, we find the short, we remove this inductor here. Normally, we find short in both sides, in both pin or terminal. When we remove the inductor, we find short in this side. Okay, my friends, we find short in this side. Means this side is good, is serviceable, no short. Okay, the problem of zooming, yes. Let's do it like this. Okay, my friends, we find short just in this side, means this side is good. So the shorts will be in this ceramic capacitors. Guys, I teach you. Of course, this process take time. About the first live and the second live is the part 2 is the last part, but this process is applicable for all shorts in all motherboards. Okay, my friends, you need just this is the only live or the only process you need to repair any motherboard. Okay, any motherboard. So, okay, let's in order to be arranged and organized, I'm going to summarize a little bit what we have seen yesterday about this circuit and then move on until we fix it, until we find the shorted component. Today in this live, my friends, we gonna spot the shorted component. Means you will I will not say to you, this is the shorted one, remove it, but you gonna understand why this one is shorted and the process to find the shorted one. That's why I told you, if you understand just this process, one live will help you repair and fix all kind of shorted in any motherboard. Okay, my friends? Good. So let me summarize a little bit. To summarize for my friends, let me put this one here in its place and just summarize in about 5 minutes, no problem. And also see the schematic and dive in directly. Okay, give me give me just 1 minute, please. What I'm going to do right now, okay? What I'm going to do just to put this one in its side, okay? Just a slight to fix it slightly. Just fix it slightly here in order to understand the process for the new coming and then go ahead. Okay, guys, I'm with you. Don't worry. Please don't worry. Let me just what I'm doing, what I will do right now, as I told you, to fix just this one, because I have the soldering iron. I should wait a little bit until the soldering iron become hot. Okay, that's why I told you give me 1 minute. But don't worry, a lot of information in this video, my friends. You're gonna understand how to detect any short circuit. Any short circuit in any motherboard, easy by understanding the process. But to understand the process, you should be patient. I'm back, my friend. This is good. I'm back. Okay, nice. Let's get started. Now we're gonna dive in. My friends, for new coming followers that doesn't or don't watch the live yesterday, my friends, please pay attention. Okay, attention please, my friends. Here, this is the circuit that we have seen yesterday. Okay, I connect this inductor just to summarize. Okay, my friends, in this circuit I told you that to detect the short in any motherboard, it's easy to detect the short circuit in any motherboard. Okay, very easy. How? By checking the inductors or the coils, because the coils are never be connected to the ground. All coils in the motherboard are connected to power rail, to high line, to the power line. Okay, my friends? Okay, I'm going to teach you or to summarize and then keep moving forwards or moving. Okay, my friends, so this is the circuit. Remember, this is the circuit. So if I check now, the multimeter is in the continuity option. As you can see, my friend, the multimeter is in the continuity option. One probe in the ground here or here. If I check this inductors, you see, no continuity, we get high reading. This one also, high reading. All inductors in the motherboard, you will get high reading except for the CPU. But my friend, for this inductor here, we get low reading, 0. Means here we have a short in both sides. Do you see, my friends? In both sides, we get 0. Means the short. In this circuit, we have the short. And basically, this circuit contain the ceramic capacitors in the output. I don't know if you see it clearly or not. Maybe like this will be good. Okay, my friend, here we have short in this circuit. In this inductor, we have 0 in both sides, meaning this is a short, okay? This is a clear short. Okay, and for this circuit, we have here the output, we have capacitors. All these capacitors also are shorted in both sides. All components here are shorted. Even MOSFETs shorted, as you can see. Everything is shorted in this circuit. So how can we find out the short without using the thermal camera, without using the voltage injector, without using nothing, just the multimeter and the knowledge and the process? Okay, so the shorted component, it could be ceramic capacitors, could be MOSFET, and also could be this one. In the back here, we have the IC. It could be also the IC. But for the IC, once, okay, yes, here. So for the IC, once the ceramic capacitors around it, as you can see, are not shorted, you see, shorted just in one side, because this side connected to the ground and this side connected to the IC. This one, not shorted, this one, not shorted to the ground, just in one side. This one, not shorted, this one, not shorted. Means the IC is good. But the problem is here in this side. How can we find the short without using the thermal camera, without using the voltage injector? Easy, my friends. Here we have the short. Okay. Let me make like this with the ground. This here. Here we have the short in this side and in this side. Okay, in both sides we have short. Okay, but if we remove the inductor, this one, I will remove it because I connected just slightly, because we remove it yesterday, just to show you. Now I remove the inductor. If I check again, the short is gone. In this side, the short is gone. But in this side, we have the short. So we isolate, my friend, we isolate the short. We isolate the short to this side. Means this side where we have MOSFETs and the IC in the back. So the two MOSFETs and the IC are good. So the short in this side. So it could be this ceramic capacitors here. This one or this one or this one or this one, etc. But, my friends, it could be this ceramic capacitors. The ceramic capacitors connected basically to this electrolytic capacitor is not connected. From the manufacturer is not connected. If we follow this part here, we have these dots. Do you see these dots, my friends? This dots means this part here connected to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 part in the motherboard. Means it could be these ceramic capacitors are the shorted, or could be the short go here. So we should look in the motherboard. But I will give you, my friends, what? I will call it what exactly? I will give you the fruit. This is the fruit, yes. Look, my friends, attention please. Do you see these ceramic capacitors? The short could be here, or could be because the short is connected, is connected to all this part here, and this part connected to 5 part or circuit in the motherboard. We have this guy here. Do you see this one? If we remove this one, okay, if we remove it, we will separate this side where we have ceramic capacitor to this side, to the motherboard, because here, my friend, this point means the motherboard goes. The voltage here connected to all the motherboard. If we remove this one, we will separate these two stages. Okay, means if we find short here, the short will be in these 4 ceramic capacitors. If we remove this one and we find the short gone, not here, means in this side. Let me first draw for you the schematic in order to understand very clearly, my friends. Please don't forget to like and share. You can understand everything. Just stay tuned step by step. I will draw the schematic in order to catch what I'm saying. Because I know, my friend, I know the process is not simple. But by drawing the schematic, my friends, you're gonna understand. You will thank me, don't worry. Okay. Sorry, I will put this one here. Okay, let me grab this one. Okay. My friend, what we have here exactly? Please pay attention. Attention, please, my friends. You will understand everything. The only video, the only live stream you need to repair any short circuit in the world, in any motherboard, regardless of the device, regardless if it is difficult or not, the only live is this. I'm sure, I swear that you're gonna understand everything. Not 90%, not 99, but 100 or 120%. Just stay tuned. Okay, let's draw the circuit. Guys, the circuit here, the short circuit, is this the same as this one? What we have here? We have the IC in the back. Okay, we have this IC, my friend, surrounded by ceramic capacitors. Okay, let's draw first the IC. Let's put this guy here. Okay, okay. We have the IC like this. This is IC. We call RAM IC because, my friends, this circuit is for the RAM, but the same working principle for all circuits in the motherboard. Okay, we have the RAM IC connected to two MOSFETs. Okay, we have it here. We have the signal MOSFET here. Okay, here we have drain. Here we have source. Here we have drain. The drain of this one is connected to source of this one. The source of this one is connected to the ground. Okay, and here we have what? Basically, we have the input. In the input, basically, guys, we have capacitor. We have basically just one capacitor, this one. Okay, in the input. Basically here, if we normally the voltage here is, we have here B plus. No worries. The two MOSFETs, guys, here connected to this inductor. Basically, this inductor here connected to the inductor. Okay, nice. The inductor here connected to 4 ceramic capacitors. We have the first one, we have the second, third, fourth. 4 ceramic capacitors that are connected to the ground. C1, C2, C3, and C4. Good. Just stay tuned, my friends. The only video you need to repair any short circuit in any motherboard. I know what I'm saying. The only video you need. You will get the process. This knowledge and this information, you will not find this information anywhere. This information costs thousands of dollars. I give you this information for free, my friends. The only process you need to master short circuit repair. This is the shorted component. I'm going to show the shorted component, not just using thermal camera, without voltage injector, without thermal camera, without nothing, just the multimeter and the process. I'm going to spot the shorted component with the process and the logic. So here we have the IC, my friends. Okay, we have the IC in the back. We have two MOSFETs, these two MOSFETs. We have this inductor, We have the four ceramic capacitors, nice. Here, basically, we have an electrolytic capacitor removed. Normally, here we have electrolytic capacitor removed. We will ignore it. And here we have pads. In this side, we have a pad. This is, we called it, my friend, pad, or let's call it this point, no problem. And from this pad here, connected, this is the problem for short circuit. This is the problem that many beginners and even experts and professionals suffer from. Do you see, my friend, this pad here connected to this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. 5 point means every point here connected somewhere to a circuit. This one connected here. This one connected somewhere here. This one connected somewhere here. This one means if we have a short in this side, we have to remove this pad. This pad, we have to remove it in order to separate the motherboard. Here, guys, I will call it MB. This is basically, okay, let's use this one. Here, this point here, this side is the motherboard, MB, okay? Here we have the motherboard, guys. Here, this is the motherboard. So, to make things easier, I should separate these two parts. But first, once I remove the inductor here, normally the short in the first time the short was in both sides, but when I remove this one, means before the short is everywhere in the circuit, everywhere we have the short, but once I remove this one, I get the short just in this point. Okay, my friends, as you can see using the multimeter. Where is the multimeter? Here is the multimeter. Okay. This is the multimeter. This is our friend here, the multimeter. The black probe in the ground. If I check here, the short gone. This point basically, okay, let's do like this. Like this, my friend. We have this point here. This one is this one. This one is this one. Here. Once I remove this, where is it? This one. Okay, like this. Guys, once I remove this one here, let's put it even here. Again, repetition is mother of everything. Once this guy is here, we have the short in this side and also in this side. But once I remove this one, the short in this side is gone. Means the short here is gone. But we have the short just in this side. We have just short here. But here, no. Good. Nicely done. Means what, guys? We find the short here. Just here. The short is here. In this one. But here is good. Means what? Means this part here is good. We have the short in this side. The short is in this side, like this. In this side. This side is good. Okay? Even using the multimeter, you can check. Using even the multimeter, let's see, my friends. Look. Okay. here means MOSFETs, IC, everything, even this ceramic capacitor, no short. Look, the short is gone here, here no short, here no short, no short, everywhere no short. But in this side we have short, here, 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 everywhere we have short. Means now we separate the short, my friends. Once we remove the inductor from here, we find that this side is good, means this side is good. Means the MOSFETs are good, the ceramic capacitor are good, the IC is good. But if you didn't understand this process, I'm sure you will remove this ceramic capacitors, remove this one, no, remove this one, it's good, remove this one, just randomly. This is not repair, my friends. Removing component randomly is not repair. The repair is this process that I'm showing right now. So we find that the short is in this side. Nice. Now we isolate the short here. Why? Because the inductor here is the only component that connects this side to this side. Now we should go here to look to find exactly what is the shorted component. Is it this one or this one or this one or this one? Look, my friends. For beginner, of course. You see? Zero shorted. This one. Shorted, shorted, shorted. Okay, nice. Now, the deep work. Please pay attention. We find that the problem is here. But the problem, my friend, is that we have this pad here and this pad connected to 5 points. Means 5 small circuits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The proof. Here is the proof. Just step by step. Here is the proof, my friend. Do you see? The ceramic capacitors connected to this pad here, and this pad here connected to this point. Do you see this point? This point means motherboard. Here we have motherboard. Problem. The short is in this side. It could be not here, but it could be in one circuit in the motherboard. So what we should do, we should remove this one. We should remove this pad here in order to isolate the motherboard from these ceramic capacitors. If we remove the pad here, okay, my friends, if we remove this pad and we find the short here, means one of the ceramic capacitors is the shorted one. But if we remove this one and the short gone here, no short here, means the short is in other circuits in the motherboard. But I hope maybe I will remove this one, the short will be one of this. Let's do it, my friend. Did you please understand? Please in the comment tell me if you understand or not. Please tell me before removing the pad, this small guy here, this one, tell me please if you understand the process and hit smash that like, because likes is what tell me that you enjoy the content and you understand. Okay, my friends? Please tell me in the comment, did you understand or not? Like the live. I'm going to remove this one. Before remove, because my friend, if I remove the capacitor one by one, this is not, I will do it randomly, but I should first remove this one to separate the short, to separate the motherboard from this side. Okay? So tell me in the comment, my friends. Okay, give me 1 minute. I will just read the comments here about 2 minutes and we will continue. Okay, let's see. Marco, Amir, hi, my friend, hello. Okay, I'm learning new thing every day because of your videos. Thanks. You are very welcome, brother. Hello, assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam. Can I ask you, sir? You are welcome. Hello, my brother. Black Mod Pro. Hello, my brother. How day? I'm good. Please help me for Thomson laptop driver, sound driver. Please help. You are welcome, my friend. Oli Wafimi, one of the best follower in this channel. I'm late here. Is the yesterday continuity or new? No continuity, my friend. This is the continuity. Now this is the part 2 and last part. We're gonna close this problem in this part. Okay? We're gonna continue. Just I will read comments and keep going. Okay, let's see. Hello, motor system. Hello. Salisu Isa, thank you very much. Can we get a clearer view of the board? Okay, my friend, I will do my best because I use just the phone camera. Yes, maybe in the future we will improve. I hope we will improve this the stuff. Hasib Electronics, you are very welcome. Hasib Electronics, guys, is one of the big channels that teach electronics. Tell me, brother Hasib Electronics, you still with me here? Please confirm with yes. Do you still hear Hasib Electronics? Hi, brother. Thank you, sir. Yes, guys, Hasib Electronics here is one of the best professional that teach electronic. It's an honor for me to have a follower like Hasib Electronics. If I check this channel, let's check the Hasib Electronics channel. Okay, let me check the channel. Over 150 K subscriber, a professional. Thank you, Hasib Electronics, and you are very welcome. And please, you can, if you have any idea or any information, you are very welcome. You are a professional, basically. And of course, guys, for anyone who want to join Hasib Electronics in his channel, I appreciate that because it's one of my follower and it's an honor for me. Thank you, sir. Yes, I'm here, sir. Okay, enjoy the content, my friend. Great watching with daughter. Motor System Ltd. Great watching with daughter, 10-year-old. Oh, hello, and you are very welcome. You and your daughter. I hope that you find my content informative, and I will do my best because I have this kind of followers, and I will do my best to teach you something very valuable. Okay, you are very welcome. No, it's my honor that I follow your videos. Thank you, Hasib Electronics. So, guys, thank you very much. You motivate me. Very good, amazing followers. That's very good. Okay, you motivate me, my friends. Please, let's dive in. Let's continue. I want to share with you all informations. Guys, I hope that you enjoy the process. So, my friends, let's remove right now. Sorry. Okay, again, my friends, we troubleshooting the short circuit before very fast. Now I will remove this pad here. Okay, let's zoom like this in order to make the board easy. Guys, we have a shorted circuit. The shorted circuit, I told you that the basic circuit is this one. Always you will find the IC MOSFETs, coil ICs. This is the input, my friends. Here we have the input, basically. Okay, here we have the output. Okay, once we remove this inductor, we find out that the input is good, serviceable, good. The short is in this side. Okay. But the problem for us in this side is that we have 4 ceramic capacitors that could be shorted, but we have a pad or a bridge that is connected to the motherboard, 5 point in the motherboard. This is the problem. So that's why we should remove this pad in order to isolate the short. Let's do it right now, my friends. I will do it. So I will remove this pad. Okay. I will. Where is it? Yes, here. I will remove this one, guys. Okay. I will remove this one and check this capacitor. Remember, the capacitor here are shorted. For the last time, my friends. For the last time. Sorry, because for me, the repetition is the most important gift we have. Okay. I will remove. The short is gone here, but we have. Okay. Continue in the multimeter. Here, no short. When we remove this one, the short is gone. But here we have the short, still short. All these are shorted. Let's remove this one and find out if the short will disappear here or not. Let's do it. Okay. 1 minute. The problem here, my friends, I encounter a problem, sorry, is that this pad here, if you focus, my friend, I have this pad that is very small. Very small. And my iron is very big. A very problem. I don't know if I can separate this part from this part. I have this part very small and this one is very big. I will try, my friends. Please, you can post any question if you have. I will try with this, even if the iron is bigger than this. I will try. My friend, please, sorry, because sometimes I disappear, but sorry. Because, my friend, what is the most important here? I teach you how to remove the fewer component and detect the short. Because what I'm saying, other technician and Guido, they remove randomly the components. Every component. You have a short here, you remove the IC. No. The MOSFET, you remove this one, you remove this one. No. For me now, I remove just the inductor, the coil, and I separate. I remove just the coil and I find the short in the side. So all those are good. I don't touch any one of this. Okay? Just the coil. Now I will not touch anything here. I will just remove the pad. So this process will help you remain this component good. You will not touch anything. Just summarize. This is the shortcut of understanding the short. I will remove this one because I have a bigger iron that is bigger than the pad. So I will do my best, my friends. My friends, I did my best. I did my best to remove the pad over here. Okay. I did my best, my friend, to remove the pad. I hope that the pad is removed. You see here, my friends. I hope that the pad is removed. I don't know. Let's see, guys, because I use this one big, very big one. I don't like it. Okay, let's see the pad is removed. Okay, let's find out. Now the pad is removed. Okay, where? This one. No, guys, the pad is removed. This one. Okay, here is removed. This one is removed here. Means if I find the shorts still in this point, means one of these are the shorted. But if the short is gone, means the short in the motherboard. We will do another job in the motherboard. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see, my friends. Okay, the multimeter. I have the multimeter here. Please like the video, my friend. We have the multimeter. To continue with the option, let's find out what we have here. Okay, the black probe here in the ground. Let's check. Are you ready? The pad is removed. I hope is removed. Yes. Let's see, my friend. Here we find no. We have no short. Good, because we removed the inductor here. Oh, the short is still here. No. Let's see. Oh, we have 10. What is this? Nice. Let's see, my friend. Nice. We have 9. Here, 9 in this side. 0 because here connected to the ground. Guys, here is connected to the ground. Do you see? We have electrolytic capacitor. Okay. Let me zoom, or I will help you see better. I will help you see better, my friends. Do you see, my friends? After removing the pad, I get here 9. Do you see? I get 9, my friends. The 9 basically is another reading. The 9, guys, I will explain to you guys. After removing the pad, guys, I didn't like this auto zooming. Okay, my friends, after removing the inductor, the short is gone here. After removing the pad, we get here 9. Do you see? We get 9 in the multimeter. Also here 9. But here, normal, we get 0. Why? Because this side connected, do you see? Connected to the ground. This is the ground. Here we have electrode capacitor. Here we have plus ground. Here, normal 0. But here we get 9. Means what? Means, my friend, that these ceramic capacitors are not shorted, because 9 is not a short. 9, my friend, basically is not a short in the motherboard. If we check, for example, the processor, my friend, here, look, if I check the inductors next to the processor, we have 3. 3 is not a short. This one, we have 3, 2 is not a short. This one, okay, we have 40 is not a short. Let's check this one, my friend. Okay, let's check those here. Okay, basically, those are for 3.3 volt. So, once we get here, 9 means these ceramic capacitors are not shorted, my friend. I should not remove it. These capacitors are not shorted. Where is the schematic? Guys, I find here using the multimeter 0. But after removing the pad, I find 0, 9. Like this, reading. Means the ceramic capacitors are good. Means the short is in this side. Let's find out if this is right or not. How? I show you how. Okay. Let's move on, my friends. Where? Let's move on to the path. Okay. Here is the path. Let's move on, my friend, to this path, to this damaged path. A damaged path. This is what I have right now. Okay. If I check this side, I have 9. Good. But if I check this side, 0. Oh, I like the process. This side 9, but this side 0. Amazing. Amazing, my friend. Means the short is not in the side. Tell me, please, tell me the truth. Tell me, please, my friend, the truth. If you encounter like this kind of short, tell me the truth, please, in the comment. If you encounter like this kind of short, and you have this one is connected, okay, this one is connected here, and you have the short everywhere. Tell me, will you remove these MOSFETs, these ceramic capacitors, or not? Tell me the truth. After, before now in this process, will you remove those and also remove those and also the IC or not? Tell me the truth before now in this process. I will say I need 2 comments or 3 and then go ahead. Tell me the truth, my friends. Did you know about this process of the shortcut, finding the short using just the multimeter and the process and isolate the short by removing the fewer or fewest component. Until now, I just remove in the circuit, I remove 2 components. I have a lot of component here. I remove just the inductor and the pad. The pad is not a component. Okay? 2 components, and I find that the problem is not here. The problem either is not here. The problem in the side. Okay, let's see. Amir, first we remove the pad. Amir say first we remove the pad. Of course, you can remove first the pad, but why I remove the inductor? Because the majority of shorts are in the circuits. Here we have outside the circuit. Here we have outside the circuit. Okay, my friend? From the pad to this side, this is outside the circuit. We have short inside the circuit. We find the short here inside the circuit, so we began always short here. But in this case, no. The short one is in the outside. Okay, let's see. Oli Wafimi, for me, I would want to remove the MOSFET. Good. I like the truth. Thank you, my friend Oli Wafimi. Motor system, no removing lasting. No removing lasting. I didn't understand. Motor system LTD, no removing last thing. I didn't understand, my friend. I need another comment and keep going. Okay. Another comment? I will repeat, if you encounter like this kind of short, will you remove MOSFETs, IC, capacitors, and check, or you know about this process before? But for me, I never see this process. I never see someone who explain the process like this. This is exclusive for electronic repeat basics. Okay. Nice. No comments. This is good. Let's see, my friends. Hello, brother Bilal. Hello. You are very welcome. Okay. What we find right now, guys, we find that, of course, my friends, we will see other motherboards likely. We will see many shorts. We will use the same process for many motherboards. I have here a lot of motherboards. Of course, I have shorted motherboard here, a lot of shorted motherboards. We will use the same process, and you will find and you will understand and you will learn the power of this process. You will learn the power of this process in the other motherboard. This one will find the short outside. Means we need more time. Not more time, but we need the I mean the part B in the process. This is basically the process. This is the part A here in the process. Okay. Now in the side we will go with part B of the process. Another amazing process, second process. In order, don't worry, my friend, don't worry. Even if this part is huge, we have the motherboard here. Don't worry, we have the process, the shortcut. Always we use the shortcut. Okay. One of my friends still Team Ronex, I will suspect the MOSFET, always the victim. Yes, my friend, good, because always about, yes, I mean, the most failed component in motherboards are usually MOSFETs and ICs and ceramic capacitors. It's normal. It's correct, yes. I agree with you. You can remove the MOSFET, but for using this process, we didn't touch anything. Everything here is good. Good. Nice. Let's see the next part, my friends. 1 minute break, 1 minute, and we will continue. Okay, my friends, I'm back. Okay, let's see. Now we will deal with this side. Okay, we will deal with this side. How to deal with this side? We should be smart in order to do not waste time. Guys, I know that many of you will say, will wonder, why you don't use the thermal camera or the voltage injector and just find the short without wasting time like this. I'm agree with you, my friend. I'm agree with you. This is how the majority think. But I told you that if someone told you the thermal camera, let's assume, for example, this is the thermal camera. I use the thermal camera. I find out that, for example, this thermal capacitor is overheated. I will replace it. Oh, nice. It is the shorted component. Good. Let's assemble the laptop, send it, I don't know, to the customer or just assemble it. Did you understand something? Did you understand something, my friend, by finding the ceramic capacitor in the first minute or even in the 20-minute failed one? No, you didn't understand something. Even if you get the same board shorted, you will not find this one shorted. You will find this one is shorted. Another motherboard, the same board, you will find another component shorted. Means you didn't understand the process. Because the motherboard, we have here hundreds of components. Hundreds of components. One motherboard, 5 motherboards, same motherboards, shorted, you will find the components are different. So Just you eat the fish. You didn't understand how, I mean, to catch, or I don't know how to tell you. Okay, nice. So we have to deal with the sides. Nice, nicely done. Let's take the motherboard. Hi, my friend. Sorry. So, okay, we are here. Now, let's move on without wasting time. Let's move on directly. Let's use the multimeter. I will use the multimeter. Okay. And now I have to find those points here, because as I told you, we find here we have 0, we have 9, and this side we have 0. Means the short is in this side. So I have to find here. These points are connected to which part in the motherboard. Okay. Okay, let's get started. Okay, my friends. So I have to find these dots are connected to which circuits or parts in the motherboard. If we check this one, 0, as you can see. Okay, so in this case, okay, nice. Guys, just pay attention. Okay, where is our circuit? Here. I just made some very fast checking in order to show you directly the problem, guys. Here, so we have to locate to go in the back. We have to go back because we have short in this side. We have to go back. If I go back here, remember this 2 point, remember this 2 hole here. Okay, I will put this one here like this. If I go back like this, okay, we are here, my friends. Okay, ground here. Okay, here we have the IC here. Okay, we have the IC. The 5 points basically are here. The 5 point, look, my friends, look here. Do you see this point? We have 1, 2, 3. Let me check. Yes. Here we have 5 points, my friends. One of these points, my friends, okay, let's trace this, is located, as you can see. Do you see? If we trace this one like this, okay, like this, okay, we have another 2 point here, and we have this point here. I will put this one here in this and check the other side. Okay, what we have in the other side, basically we have this component. Okay, my friend, we have this component. If I check this component, okay, if I check this thermal capacitor, for example, shorted in this side, shorted in this side, nice, shorted here, shorted here. Okay, let's check those also. No, good, good one. This one, good in one side, shorted in one side, no. Those good in one side, no. In one side, no. This one shorted in both sides. This one, guys, shorted in both sides. Okay, let's track this. Let's see this one. Also shorted in both sides. This one shorted in both sides. This one, both sides. This one, both sides. Nice. All cell capacitors here are shorted. Do you see? Because my friend, as I told you here, basically the circuit is for the RAM. This side means the motherboard, but here we have, of course, the RAM circuit. This is the RAM circuit. So just I show you the difficulty of the short and how to fix it easily. Do you see, my friend? You find all cell capacitors in the RAM are shorted. Here, guys, here, my friends, pay attention now. The problem is done. The problem is 100% fixed, repaired. How? Look, my friends, all capacitors here are shorted. Okay, here, you see? And the RAM chip is not connected. The RAM chip is not connected. For beginner, of course, I will show you everything. Okay. For beginners, just for beginners, the RAM chip is not connected. If the RAM chip, for example, is connected here, I have to remove it. But the RAM chip is not connected. It's not connected, and we get all ceramic capacitors are shorted here. Means what? In 1 minute, I will show you the shorted problem. Means what? When you get this kind of problem is outside the circuit, okay, you find like this, the RAM chip is not here, so what should be shorted? Means the short is the RAM slot. The short is in the RAM slot. If we have a RAM chip, it could be shorted, but once the RAM chip is disconnected, means the short is in the RAM slot. If we check, guys, let's check this RAM slot. Let's check the RAM slots. If we check it, we have to find a short here, means pins that are shorted or damaged. Oh, yes, in this side, of course. Okay, do you see, guys? This could be, this made a short. Here is the short problem. Okay. Here we have a damaged pins. We have a damaged pins over here, guys. Means the short could be here. Let's even check one probe in the ground and check using the multimeter. Let's check 0. All these pins are shorted. All pins are shorted. Okay. Damaged slot. So guys, damaged slot. We found damaged slot. Okay, let me try to clean a little bit here. Guys, we have a shorter slot. The slot is shorted for this board. We have a shorted slot. Okay? Don't, guys, I cannot waste time until like this. We have a shorted slot for this board. Okay, this board has a shorted slot. I will begin with you another board in order to confirm this process. Even we can check 3 boards or 5 boards, no problem, until you understand the process. So guys, for this short, we use the schematic, we use the process, we find all these components good. The most important, I teach you how to avoid removing component like this randomly. Always remove the inductor. If you have a part, remove it, my friend, and the short will be here. If outside like this, if you have the motherboard, if you have the RAM here, means the RAM chip or the RAM slots. If you have the CPU, is the output, means the short is the CPU. If you have the chipset in the output, means the short is the chipset. Guys, I hope that you understand the process. Unfortunately, we don't find any component here. We find outside, but we find the slot. Yes, and the slot, not all pay attention to slots. Also, guys, the CPU socket for all the motherboards could be shorted. Do you know, guys? The CPU circuit sometimes, sometimes some technicians they don't pay attention to the CPU socket. They don't pay attention to the CPU socket. Guys, sometimes you can find also the CPU socket is shorted. Not just component. It could be CPU socket. It could be the slot in this case. So we gonna see another motherboard, even 2 motherboards or 3 motherboards, and we're gonna use the same process until you understand the process 100%. Okay, my friends? Yes, the slot can be changed. Yes, can be changed, of course. Yes, everything can be changed in the motherboard. Yes, my friend, it can be changed. Okay, I will read the comments if there is any question that I can answer. And of course, we're gonna continue with another motherboard, shorted motherboard. We're gonna use the same process 2 times, 3 times, even 4 times until you master the short circuit process without thermal camera, without voltage injection. And of course, guys, when the slot is shorted, even if you use the thermal camera and the voltage injector, you cannot find the short. Yes, guys. Yes. You know that if you want to remove these capacitors one by one, you will waste time or you will damage the motherboard. You will not fix the problem. You have problem with the slot. You will use the thermal camera, the voltage injector or current injector. You will not find nothing. But the process sometimes the process is more power than voltage camera and voltage injector. So guys, I will read the comments. If you have any question, you are welcome. And of course, next time we have another live tomorrow. I will try to do another shorted motherboard. Okay, my friends. Or we can move on to see another topic just to do not make thing boring. Okay, so let's say right now, let's answer some comments. Okay. If you have any question, guys, you are very welcome. No removing, it's deeper. Oh yes, auto system, no removing last thing. Bilal, hello brother, I'm new here. You are very welcome, Bilal. You are very welcome, my friend. Yes. Could it be possible that capacitors are damaged as well? Yes, capacitors also could be damaged. As I told you, the most damaged components, are usually capacitors, MOSFETs, IC. Okay. Motor system, no removing, it's deeper. I didn't understand, my friend. I will suspect the MOSFET, always the victims, capacitor shorted on the middle. I was away for a while. Okay. Can you try to separate the shorted pins to fix it? Or it is too difficult? No, my friend. we find that the slot is the shorted component. Motor System Ltd. No chance. It can be seen on thermal camera unless you put 20 amps voltage injection and see smoke. Guys, I have a question here. For guys that use thermal camera and voltage injection, do you know what is the working principle of the voltage injection, or basically the current injection? I will teach you. For guys that use the thermal camera, do you know about the process? How the voltage injection work? Do you know, my friend, or not? I will teach you. I will teach you, my friend, how the voltage injection work. How? Do you know? Okay, I will teach you, my friends. Please attention. Okay, attention, please. Let's assume, for example, that we have here. Let's assume that we have here the VN. Okay, then here we have a diode over here for protection. After that, we have here, for example, Q1, two MOSFETs, another MOSFET here, Q2. Okay, my friends. And of course, here we have ceramic capacitors connected to the ground, two ceramic capacitors connected to the ground. Please attention, I will show you how the voltage injection or the current injection, I prefer to say current injection work. And then, for example, we have here a resistor, and then we have here, let's see, we have here an IC, and we have other ceramic capacitors, etc. Let's see, we have another ceramic capacitor connected to the ground. We have here another one here connected to the ground. Okay, my friends, and let's see, we have here a capacitor like this. Okay, and we have here a resistor, and over here we have a capacitor connected to the ground. Nice. I will show you how the voltage injector work, my friends. Basically, my friends, the voltage injector, how it works. Basically, we have the currents. Okay, the currents. The current, the rule for the current is that the current always flow in the lowest, or the part that is not resistive. Resistive, maybe low resistance, the part that has a low resistance. Let's assume, for example, we have the current here. Okay, it will pass in the side, etc. Let's assume, for example, if we have the shorted one is the diode, the current will go in this side here, but here we will get a big flow or a huge flow of current. A huge flow of current here, just a small current flow. Okay, here very huge, means this one will be burned out, will be very hot, and then it will be, because we have the current go into low resistive path. But if this one is good and for example this one is the bad one, okay, or this one for example is the bad one, the same, here a little bit current, here a little bit current, and here a lot of current, because this one connected to the ground and this one will be very hot. This is how the voltage injector work. And of course the thermal camera, you can see the hotted components. Hi, my teacher, Noro Muhammad Adam. You are very welcome, Mr. Muhammad. Your method is very good, Amir. You are very welcome. Thank you. Sir, which country are you from? You can check the home page, my friend. Click here. Go to the home page. You will find here more. Click more, and you will check country. Okay, go to the home page. You will find my country here. You will find more. Click more, and see my country. Motor System Ltd. I was mined, as you already said. This won't be detected by thermal or voltage injection, as the shorted slot was big. Yes, yes, Motor System. Very good point. Yes, that's why. Good. I like this comment. I like this comment. Thank you, Motor System, for this comment. Why, my friend? That's why we find something sometimes or some cases. I watch a lot of YouTubers and a lot of technicians on YouTube that try to find out the short, and they cannot reach to the shorted component, even if they use the thermal camera and the voltage injector. Why? Because the problem is in the slot, in the processor, in the motherboard itself, or like this, for example, if the problem here in this socket, okay, or here, etc., you cannot find out, and you will say the motherboard will not be repaired. For me, the motherboard can be repaired, but I have to replace this one. Okay, I have to replace this one, but for me, I will not replace it. I'm not a repairman, a technician. I'm a professional instructor that teach process and the way we resolve and we fix issues. For me, I will not replace this one. I teach you how to find problems. Okay, okay, your method is very good. Okay, short. Motor System Ltd. short. Okay, guys, no question, no comment. I hope that you understand a little bit, my friends. Thank you very much. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and I hope that this process is a little bit clear for you. Of course, we're gonna see other topics. We're gonna dive in on other shorted motherboard, no power motherboards, etc. I'm here to teach you the process for short circuit, for dead boards, no power, charging issues, BIOS problem, RAM problem, CPU problem, everything about the motherboards. So please, thank you very much. For anyone who want to join me in my Patreon, you are very welcome. And see you in the next live stream and next videos. Thank you very much.